Give yourself permission to be you. Give yourself permission not to try to compete with someone else or be what society say you should be who society say you should be, act the way society say you should act, and move how society say you should move. Give yourself permission to be you. Give yourself permission to be authentic. Give yourself permission to be unique. Give yourself permission to be who God created you to be. Because more than likely, He didn't create you to be like anybody else. And I know sometimes the pressures of life and the ways in which other people say that you should be and how you should look, they tend to be very tempting. And it seems to be what moves the world. It seems to be what moves people and how people adjust. And you find yourself getting caught up in that. But I say today, give yourself permission to be you. You know, the spirit lives on the inside of you. Despite what you may think, you are a spiritual being. And that spiritual being has a spiritual guidance, you know? And so sometimes that spiritual guidance, that spiritual influence will give you guidance and direction. And in that guidance and that direction, it helps you to formulate values, principles, idiosyncrasies, and individualities that make you you. And look for that instead of look at outward and external for who you should be and how you should be. Because guess what? When you look to the way the world says things should be, you find yourself depressed, unmotivated, staring down the eyes of jealousy. You become deceitful. You become prideful. And all those things makes you have a negative response to life, to others, and more importantly, to yourself. They make you behave in a way in which you a lot of times don't want to behave. And it definitely makes you behave in a way that keeps you in bondage. And you're not in bondage to the right thing. You're in bondage to the world. You are in bondage to your flesh. You are in bondage to the external. But how about trying to be in bondage to the Spirit of the true and living God who gives you life and gives you life more abundantly? I think you will feel better. I think you'll feel good about yourself because even in that bondage to the true and living God, you know what? He gives you individuality. He gives you purpose. He gives you dreams. You can be who you want to be. You can be who you need to be. And most importantly, you will be the person that's best for you. You will be a better you. So, seek today to be you and not someone else and not the way someone else wants you to be. You will feel better. You will feel better. So, my sisters, I love you. You're beautiful. Be you. Be better.